Welcome back everybody then. If you remember, we've done the equity table that I've put down there and we got this 16 here, and don't forget, once you've worked out that 16, what you must go and do is put it onto S's PPE over there, which is in there with the net assets. Now, what I want to concentrate on now is the goodwill working, okay? Goodwill is always the fair value of what you pay, which is what we call consideration. Then you've got NCI. Now there's two ways of calculating NCI, so you have to look at the question. This one says proportionate, so I'll put there proportionate NCI, and don't worry about that too much, we go into more detail later. And then you want the fair value of the net assets acquired, the fair value of net assets acquired. Now, the first thing is that goodwill is always at acquisition. So the fair value of the net assets is the same as the fair value of equity at acquisition. Well, here's my equity table, here's my equity, so that's 380, you put that in brackets, okay? Because that's what I'm receiving. Now I want to know, well, how much did I pay for it? Well, let's have a look at the question then. And the question, it just says we acquired 60%, but it doesn't tell me how much I paid for it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't tell you how much you paid for it, you have to go to your SFP and you will see there, look, investment in S, 400. So at acquisition, I paid 400, but I didn't pay 400 for all of those 380. I just paid it for 60% of the net assets. So the NCI, what we call the non-controlling interests, they paid for the other 40%, didn't they? So they paid for 40% of the 380. So 40% of 380 is 152. So you put that in there. Now you can calculate goodwill. 400 plus 152 minus 380 is 172. So goodwill is 172. Now, what we go and do is we can start off our group accounts up here, and the investment in S gets turned into goodwill. So goodwill is 172. Okay, so far so good. We'll next move on to the NCI calculation.